people will sit there and tell you that the military is what you make of it. That's true to a certain extent. What they don't tell you is if you run into bad leadership. Why do I say these things? Because bad leadership can ruin your entire career. It can ruin your entire career. If I, say if I love the military, absolutely love it, I can't get enough, this was my dream, my father was in the military, my grandfather was in the military, my great-grandfather was served in the same military, it's a family tradition. But I go into the military and I get really bad leadership. Who's the bad leadership? These guys called officers. When you look on their chest, they won't have like lines. They won't have they'll have bars and insignias. They won't have like enlisted ranks like, bars and lines and stuff. It'll look completely different. But they basically decide all the rules. They've never done your job before. Never. They've never done your job before. All they did was sit in the room and make decisions. That's their job. It's kind of crazy to me that we give officers all this power, but they've never actually done the job before. They'll get like some type of training. Sir, this is basically the fundamentals of what we do. Notice how leadership, when they come out, sir, this is what we do. This is everything that's involved in the job. You mean to tell me that you got the same badge on as me and you don't know the job? The hell you got going on? But leadership can make it really bad for you because they decide on your promotions. They decide, like, if you move up in your career, they decide who goes to all the special training. They decide all the schools. And sometimes they do play for favorites. They do play favorites. You could be the hardest worker there. But if they see their buddy and their buddy's all cool with them and, they're going to look out for their buddy. They're going to look out for their buddy like we all naturally would. But the favoritism is just so crazy. Like, you see it and they do not care. They do not care. They're going to look out for their buddy 24/7 over you. And that's on gang. That's something you need to know.